So now coming to the types of cache, we have two main types. One is a cache which is on the same JVM, and a good example of that is Whirly cache or the LRU hashmap implementation, which Java gives out of the box now. And at least if you're using Java 6 or above. I'm not sure when it came out, maybe Java 5. And then you have out-of-process caches, which means that you're basically extending the total memory available to your program. So there, even if you're using 64-bit operating system, there is an upper limit on the amount of RAM that your full system has, or that one process can be allocated. And using an out-of-process JVM beats that. And the other great advantage of using an out-of-process or remote cache is that your application can have 4 or 5 nodes, and using the cache, they can share data among themselves. So one way to do this is to, for shared sessions, but I mean, I have not used shared sessions for the simple reason that, hello? For the simple reason that it leads to a lot of synchronization and issues with the JVMs. But on the other hand, if your application is built, the architecture is such that any of the boxes can serve a request, and then you can have a mechanism by which you can just share data in a pull fashion instead of a push fashion. It means that the synchronization is passive, and the particular application server instance which gets the request, it can pull on some other ID from the remote cache. So this is your typical nowadays setup, that you have a browser, and you can have the browser can have its own cache, or the the whoever is the internet provider of that user, he can have their cache, and then that is not in our control. And then in this below blue box, we have what is in our control. You have firewalls, and you might have a DMZ, which is a demilitarized zone for high security applications. You might have reverse proxies and web servers. Reverse proxy is an implementation of a cache where you can have a specialized software called a reverse proxy, which can cache items for you, depending on what the MIME type or the URL. Can have its own functions to clear the whole cache or clear part of the cache when something goes stale. And then is used again more in high security applications like payment gateways, etc., where the app server is completely separated from the web server part, and the app server would be actually accessing the file system and serving the images, CSS, etc. Be the one be calculating encrypted values and things like that. And behind it, it would have a database for long-term persistence and other functionality which the database is the best to provide, like IDs, etc. So again, where the cache can fall in here, or 3 places. One cache can be in the reverse proxy web server layer. Then another set of proxies can be used on the app server level, such as in JVM cache or a remote cache in both cases. And some databases have their own caching mechanisms like MySQL, where you can cache queries and the such. So